For the good times, Johnny Cash.
Shorty Cash's son.
Shorty. I played that because it's one of your favourite artists.
Yes, that was when my dad used to sing that years and years ago, and when he died, that was the last song he ever sung, and it brings a lot of good memories back to me.
I'm sure it does. You actually sing that when you're out working as
well,
don't you? Yeah,
if I get the right title.
Because yeah, there's a story behind that. Tell us the story.
Well, Mr. Jim Foster said, I'll do that back and track for you. So it was the good times and I Love You So.
Yeah.
So I was in the club this night and I said, I'll just finish this lovely song for the good times. So I'm singing the good times and the backing traps and I Love You So.
And nobody noticed it.
No.
I mean, that must be quite difficult.
Well, I'm the only one that could do it. And I got an encore too. I sing my encore first in case I'm not asked at the end of the night.
Well, that's always handy.
Aye.
Now, I'm going to talk about another side of the things that you do. You do a lot of charity work.
Yes, and charity work's brilliant because you're there and there's no pressure on you. You go out and do the business and make people laugh and try and enjoy themselves and make a bit of money for everybody. And I don't mind who it's for, anybody at all. So if you're anybody listening, don't call me. No, I mean if you need me anytime, anybody.
Which is a good thing because I suppose at the end of the day, none of us ever know when we're going to need the.
Why are you looking at me
charity.
like that? Why are you looking at me when you say that?
It's a squint at my.
You want it straightened? And it's nice. It's nice to handle, but money. You're helping people at the same time, and it's a nice feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And I do a fair bit of charity work myself, but one thing that I've not been given, and you can tell us a wee bit about this, you have, because you live in Lochgelly.
Yes, the big city.
The big city.
By the sea. There's no sea, but it's by the sea. When the tide's in.
Yeah, when the tide. I tell you, with the weather now, it could be. But you have been awarded Citizen of the Year.
Yes, that's fine. That's it. It's just for all the charity work I've done and where I've been playing and bringing a bit of fame to Lochgelly, I suppose. But it's nice to be recognised.
So you were from Steeling. How did you end up in Lochgelly? Or shall we not go there?
No, I was married for 20 odd years and we split up and ended up marrying Sheena from Lochgelly. It was a great move, actually.
It's just as well there's no webcam here.
No, I mean that. Best thing that happened to me.
Sheena's a lovely woman.
I know she is. How do you know?
I forgot to tell you that. I'll tell you what, she must have patience to put up with, because when I was chatting to Sheena when you were away getting changed, a recent gig that we did, and I was saying, is he like that all the time? Is he like that in the house? And she went, you just never know what you're going to get with me.
Well, that's what it's all about. Adding fun to the...
I suppose if you it's all about laughter.
Well, it is. I mean, the kids come in too, my nephews, and they come in and we're starting talking and you say something and they say, is he serious or is he kidding? It's a great laugh. Like, I love it. The only thing will be is if I'm saying, I've got a heart attack, nobody will believe me.
I suppose that is a problem. If you're always cracking jokes, then nobody's got to believe you when anything does happen.
That was like, what was it? The wife, we fell out and we were in Asda last week, me and Sheena, and she says to me, you're lazy. See, you're the laziest man in Britain. I says, I nearly jumped out of a trolley.
Now, there's another question I was going to ask you. Do you actually sit and say, right, okay, I'm going to write some jokes,
No.
or is it just...
No,
is it just natural?
Just ad lib off the top of the head, and I've never ever rehearsed anything. Just that comes off the top. It's a gift, actually. It's a gift because
It certainly is, I
mean, last week I was in my pal's house, and in the back garden, they had 25 Asda trolleys. I said, what are you doing with that? He says, they're only £1. No, but it's just good fun, and I love it, and I can be serious at times too, but I can't even when that is. Maybe when I'm sleeping.
Now you do the comedy, and you do obviously a bit of singing as well.
I do.
You still do a bit of singing, but you also do the after dinner.
Yes, I'm into
stuff
that
as well.
too. It's quite good actually. I'm quite emceeing quite a lot. I'm master of ceremonies. I love it. I mean, I get to meet a lot of old pals that played football with.
You just about said old folk.
Well, actually, old friends. I was going to say. I've never seen for years, and it's really good because some of them got great stories, you know, and it's a great thing. I love it.
Yep.
Absolutely brilliant.
And do you still love the business as much as you did?
Aye, but I'm having to cut back a bit now because I'm getting to that age where travelling's quite a lot, you know, and travelling kills. It's the travelling that's killing what I'm doing. You know, but I still love doing it. Absolutely brilliant. I love going into the club and I'll get the buzz of the people, and I can go into a club and I can say, "This is going to be a good night," except where I was a couple of weeks ago, where you were on with me, and I said, "This is going to be a hard night," and it was a hard night.
You actually said that for it. It was
know.
to let people understand. It was a ladies' night that we were doing down in Ayrshire. And
The bus ladies in for air because there was no ladies we were playing. Oh, dear.
thankfully, we won't mention the venue or the town.
It was
No, but I've got to say, I mean, it was a tough old gig. It was all right for for what I do and doing the Tom Jones tribute and then or that sort of stuff.
The thing is, some of them, the ones at the back were enjoying it, but the ones in the front were just not interested, just having a drink and just. I think they were on night nurse actually, something. Palpal.
Now, I mean, there's a question because as a singer, and Jim's a singer as well. I use the term loosely. No, but as a singer, you can change your set and you can change it to more up tempo and you can basically just if you're not having a particularly great time with that crowd, you can change it around. But in comedy, in comedy, it's how do you turn yourself out of that?
I've had a lot of hard nights, but the comedy's come through. It's took its time to come through, but you do a couple of songs in between and have a bit of fun with them, and then you start going to the comedy again.
Yeah.
But I've had hard nights, but I've still ended up winning. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you always win. You always win. Right, we're going to come back and we're going to chat in a wee minute. I'm going to play some adverts, and we'll be straight back after a bit of Blue Mink.
If you have the higher rate.